My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, specifically the Darkest Rhapsody estate thereof. Alright, we have some stuff to do. So I've already locked away alien renders in order to remove the grey rot and laws to remove all of the stress, but having a look in our stagecoach, we actually see the ability to fill out a party. So we've got Coleman here, who can come into the party.
Still at the end.
Who will now be renamed Moth Mother the Third. And we will also take Kulai. Now, Kulai has Unyielding on a Flagellant, who already has, by base, 5% extra death blow resist than any other character. So we've got 83% death blow resist on a character who often goes down. And we can use the Flagellant kind of like as a little bit of a semi-healer.
There is power in the blood for those with the fortitude to pay the price.
So the idea is that we take Kulai here as a semi-healer, also as our frontliner. In part of being our frontliner, they are going to have the opportunity to help us deal the extra damage to the thing from the stars. That's also one of the reasons that Penel is here. Penel is unfortunately Phenegophobic as well as Off Guard. Off Guard is kind of offset by the quick draw here though. So I feel like that's probably going to be okay. Phenegophobia is going to be a little bit of a problem. We might actually give a lower stress trinket to this character as a result, something like Prophet's Eye for the negative 15% stress while they're in that position, as well as the Blasphemous Vial they love so much. We're not going to do like a Martyr's Seal build or anything like that. That's a great way for me to lose a character and make myself real sad. However, Emin is luminous as well as steady, and Emin has the ability to heal themselves, so Emin is also going to be really comfortable in this party. They are going to be using the Broken Key there, as well as the Padlock of Transference for extra stun and extra blight skill chance. And then to round out the party, we've got Moth Mother, who's going to be dealing with all of the stress in the party. Now, Antsy, not going to be relevant right now because we're not leaving them idle in town, and misses the spot, yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but Luminous for the +5 speed, and specifically the +5 dodge on a character who uses dodge as their largest amount of damage mitigation is really good. But add on top of that, the Hot to Trot for the extra accuracy, extra damage, and extra crit on the first round, and you've got a really good Jester right there. So we actually managed to find extra healing. So we've got some healing, self-healing, a lot of dodge, ability to remove bleeds, blights, ability to heal. We've got like kind of like a lot of bases covered here. And the idea is that I'm going to try and treat as many people as I can before I go out into this mission, and then when I leave this mission, I'm gonna have the town event caregivers convention, which is gonna allow me to treat a bunch more people. So I'm gonna save a lot of money on the things that we're gonna be doing in the sanitarium here. Speaking of the sanitarium, we've got a lot of characters, specifically characters like Hidden Dark here, who have no really good quirks, but they have a lot of really bad quirks, and we need to start getting rid of those. So Clumsy, Fear of Eldritch, Dark Temptation, Fragile. Literally all of those I need to remove. Is there anything I would lock in on Hidden Dark here? Not really. Hidden Dark already has enough speed. Early Riser is not necessary. Prophet has Paranomania and Scattering. Neither of those is great, but nothing that Prophet has is actually something I want to lock in either. Diurnal, Enlightened, Calm. Yeah, I actually don't care about any of those at all. Harry doesn't have anything I want to remove. One Nell doesn't have anything I want to remove or even add in. Raz doesn't have anything I want to remove or add in. Rord doesn't have anything I want to remove or add in. I'm checking the characters who I'm looking at leveling up over the course of the next couple. Oh, definitely need to remove Weak Grit. Gifted is actually pretty damn good for a character that doesn't have any block, but has a lot of high HP, high max HP when they get to their final levels. So they don't have dodge, they don't have protection. So Gifted will actually really help heal that character. So Harkonian, all right, you'll be locked in there as well. Dud Hitter is a little bit annoying. Cophob's a little bit annoying, but neither of them annoying enough to immediately want to remove. On Guard, Quick Reflexes. Yufar is supposed to just be a strike back character, but we haven't done a strike back build in a while. That is to say a riposte build. Are there any of the higher level characters who now have something awful that I need to remove? I do like Unerring on Tekken, the idea of locking that in. Dark Temptation does need to be locked out. Sure, I'll lock it in. Just because the Sky Slaps become a lot better. Bovan, no. I mean, no one else has a disease or anything like that because there's no one else that I can lock in anyway. So awesome. And Rito, let's actually have you gamble for a little bit there. Mystara can drink. Now that does mean that Mystara is going to infect Rito here. That's a problem. I don't really want that to happen. Yes, that was my mistake. We will remove Rito from the gambling hall and then send them over into the transept instead. Good. All right. That's pretty much all of the bases covered right there. All we now need to do is actually check the Nomad Wagon before we leave. Surgical gloves. Surgical gloves are actually, like, in the early game, I used them a hell of a lot, but... I don't know. Maybe on... Oh, no. No, I can't see anyone using that. None of the rest of those either, in fact. Alright, and then we do have one rest over the course of this mission, so we are going to have to check this party to see if they have the resting abilities we want. We do want Lash's Cure. Emin... Probably don't want Psych Up, but you would actually be able to use it. It's just the extra damage wouldn't really be that good for us. Don't need stress management while we're resting. Now, take the cure so you have the ability to remove a disease from yourself just in case that's necessary. Alright, and then the final thing that we absolutely need to do is unlock the other abilities of these characters. Kulai is going to be in the front line. So Kulai, interestingly enough, is going to have to use Punish, probably not Reign of Sorrows, though I desperately want to. Actually, you know what? Reign of Sorrows, Reclaim, Redeem. There we go. One problem with Kulai here is they are going to have to use the Shard of Glass for the extra bleed rather than the Flagellant's Hood. And the reason for that is because the Flagellant's Hood will lower their healing skills, and we can't have that. Not at all. Kulai is also soft and doesn't have particularly high max HP anyway right now, so I'm considering the Ancestor's Signet Ring as the way to defend them. Now, Emin, I'm going to level you up across the board. Although I probably should have just finished the... Yeah, let's still do this. Finish the training regimen first.
Every creature has a weakness. The wise hero trains for what she will face.
Wise words right there. Emin will also upgrade both abilities. Emin has access to all at the same time, so we don't really need to worry. Mothmother was just picked up and will have all of their full equipment. Parnell, you're already fine as well. Good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. So Mothmother. Now, Mothmother is a little bit of a problem because Mothmother does really need the extra bleed chance to guarantee those bleed hits. I want a different accuracy trinket. Like, Sun Rings would be incredible if they still gave 10 accuracy, but they don't, and we desperately need to be able to hit. If there was like a melee version of the Ancestor's Pistol, that would be really good, but I can understand why that doesn't exist. No one's currently holding a map. That's a problem. We don't need the extra stun chance there. I'm gonna drop the Ancestors, drop the Padlock of Transference for the Ancestors map. We do need scouting. That's just a guaranteed necessity. We have the ability to stun a lot of lines here. That's going to be really good. Also, we could encounter the thing from the stars. We have Bleed, Blight, and all of them go quite quickly, especially the Penelda's Plague Doctor with the +3 speed. And then we've got Mothmother, who can actually give buffs to the rest of the party so they go faster, as well as being luminous, so they also go faster themselves. This is yes. I'm going to take 4 Laudanum, just because there's Is there an enemy in this area that can give you horror? I don't think the crone turns up until the next round. Through this area, that is. I actually don't think horror can be inflicted. So I'm going to remove all of those laudanum. But I do have to be worried about the amount of stress I take. I'll take a full stack of anti-venom and a full stack of bandages, and the primary reason for that is we don't actually have that much healing. That's also the reason that I want to kind of over-prepare in terms of my food as well, so that I can use it for some healing between battles. Holy water, I'll also take for... Now... Actually, you know what? I'll take 8. The reason for the over-preparing on those is because I'm preparing for the possibility of the thing from Beyond the Stars fight. I need these people to be able to resist the incoming bleeds and blights and stuff. Blights specifically, obviously. Skeleton key, we'll take 4. We'll take a full stack of shovels, and then... Just about that. It's good to me. Again, yes, we're over-preparing. But money doesn't really mean that much to us anymore. At any point, if we do start getting low enough on money that it's a little bit of a concern for us, we can just go on a couple of runs that will just exclusively focus on money, and then we'll be fine for the rest of the game again. Especially because we've got a couple, like we've got a 0, 0, a 1 and a 1. Sorry, a 0, a 1, a 1, and a 2 on this mission. Like, I really want to make sure that they make it through. Food, shovels, keys, torches, interactables, go. All right. Whew.
Our land is remote and unneighbored. Every lost resource must be recovered.
Gather 3 medicines, but none of them are actually to the north, so I can actually just completely dodge that line. Although that battle... Damn it. That battle could actually be the thing from the stars. Any of them could be the thing from the stars as the thing, which means I kind of need to go do them anyway. Just in case. And it is.
Of unconscionable alienage.
Anyone else feeling like they got deja vu right now?
A decisive.
Ooh, that's really good. Phase Nor on Emin. Manages to hit, does not hit its blight though. Steal your next action this round, actually. You resisted, that sucks. What was that, like a 140, so a 45% chance for you to resist or something? Really lame. Return to the stars. I don't understand who in our party is going to be killing this crystalline aberration consistently, but ugh, good luck to them.
A singular strike.
It's gonna have to be Emin transforms and then kills it. It's the only thing that really makes sense here.
Back to the pit.
Great. And now the thing from the stars takes a pretty ridiculous amount of damage to their blights and bleeds. Vorpal Strike rolls on Moth Mother, manages to hit. Okay. Does it again on the exact same target. Immediately gets them on death's door in a way that I couldn't have interacted with at all. You know. Gameplay. So usually when a character has 2 actions, they can't go 2 times in the same turn. But that character just did, which sucks for us. I have to get Moth Mother off of death's door there. Sky Taint, excellent. Thankfully, we have the self-disease removal here. Transfixing Shard on Kulai. Player's very close to stressing out now. Unfortunately, I have to kill that crystal aberration as much as I want to use my heal that round. Turn to the stars. Yeah, we've almost got Rapturous already up. Alright, with that blight, the thing from the stars is now dead. Sadly, not before they take an action, though. We keep rolling low on the damage on the crystalline aberration, which is really annoying. Transfixing shard rolls on Moth Mother, managed to hit for 2. There's no effect that it could apply, though.
From becoming unwound.
Thing from the stars is dead as soon as they try and act, so it's definitely heal up time. That was restoration. Redeem was in the wrong position there. That sucks.
To the void.
So I ultimately got what I wanted there, but now we have to rest immediately. We got the 25 Comet Shards. I mean, that's why I'm hunting them.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Give one companion plus 20 stress to give all negative 20. I don't know about that. Alright. Sky Taint is plus 20% stress, negative 20 to blight resist and bleed resist. Yeah, we'll definitely remove that using the Lash's Cure. And then Lash's Kiss will actually remove that bleed from you as well as heal you a pretty significant amount. As well as give you extra speed for a couple of battles, which is actually going to be really relevant. I could actually self-medicate. Oh no, that's self-medicate. Damn. I don't want to get more healing off on Moth Mother here while we're able to. So that would be leeches.
A momentary abatement.
We don't have any nighttime ambush prevention, but my understanding is this party entirely is incapable of getting nighttime ambush prevention anyway, so. We'll have you use Lash's Solace for the negative 50.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
That could have been a lot worse. Like, a lot worse. That great first round really set us up for the rest of that combat. We just had a target spawn in this hallway, unfortunately, which is really annoying. One down. Ooh, stunning that for a round is really helpful. Well, it would be. 2 damage as well as the blight. We've got the kill. No, that's a 5 damage. Damn it. Raven Nimble don't. Thank you. Okay. So now we can actually take some healing actions here as well. That's going to be really nice.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Good work, Ammon. A little bit more healing on my own party. Hopefully the maggot doesn't go ahead of Kulai. It doesn't. Kulai bleeds themselves for 9, but that's okay. They were always going to be doing that because they have a shard of glass.
Unforgiving. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I don't actually have access to a move skill amulet at the moment, and I really, really want one, so kind of happy to. Double stun the backline there happily. Add in another stun.
Quakes.
Oh, this is really good so far.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay. That Rabid Nasher is now dead. One in the front line is 1 action from dead. If you're going to give rabies to anyone, give it to our front line, please. Hits our frontliner, gives our frontliner rabies. Our frontliner wasn't dodging anything over the course of this battle anyway, or any battle for that matter. Ooh. Alright, 2 actions before the Madman Axe. Cool. Can I get the... Can I get a... Aria box? Actually, no. Crescendo box. I want the crescendo box. I've killed a lot of madmen. I've got one box over the course of this entire mission. Campaign. Estate.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
No box whatsoever.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I actually could have started stacking money there. I just needed to shuffle my inventory, specifically my torches.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Okay. Good lord. Thing from the Stars is really on our tail these days, eh? Whew. No scout. That sucks. All right. So I actually don't know which direction to go because kind of both similar distances. I guess I'll just come back whatever direction I'm going. I'll ride back in low light so that I can just loot.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh, that's real good. Yeah, I'm gonna double blight the back line. Rain of Sorrows kills one of them, and then another one of them is extremely damaged. That's pretty important to do because both of these frontliners respect Mark.
Slowly.
And why wouldn't you? He's a great guy. I've probably told that multiple times over the course of the series at the very least so far. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be a really good harvest. Ooh, Cultist Brawler is now dead before they get in action. Harvest next, please. Excellent. Stun that Fungal Scratcher, and yeah, we get an extra round and everything dies.
As the enemy
Ooh, can you hear me rubbing my hands together just like someone's put an excellent hot meal in front of me? It's lovely. I'm so damn pleased. Oh, God.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Not getting the scout there either. Our scouting chance should be something like 65 or something. Alright, so there's a Surgeon Satchel over there.
Impressive.
Alright, that's one dead Brigand, and then the Fusilier in the back line is not yet dead, but they will die to this Blight now.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Shank rolls on Moth Mother, manages to crit, probably to bleed, and does so as well. Definitely need to remove that bleed.
Destroy them all.
May even roll a restoration here if I get the opportunity. Cutthroat's dead over the next 2 rounds, so I actually may just hold off. So I can roll a restoration there, and then I can actually use my Plague Doctor to remove the bleed that I just put on Kulai. Pretty effective way to get that healing out there. Ooh, crit on that self-heal as well. Nice. Keep everyone's stress a little bit low. Hell, do it again. Because I actually do want the Flagellant to have lower health, just not super much lower.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Shouldn't have opened that yet. That was supposed to be in low light after we finish this prong of the dungeon. Actually got 2.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
If we can double stun the back line, this is actually going to be pretty ridiculous.
Masterfully executed.
Double stun the back line. Please, Flagellant next. Yeah, Rain of Sorrows. All right. So the whole enemy team is stunned, and they're all taking a bunch of damage. That's perfect. One of them dies to the bleed and allows me to set up for a much better harvest next turn. I don't know if I could have written that to occur better. Yep.
Prodigious
Oh,
does
yes.
not dissuade the sharpened blade.
I'm going to be going back in the other direction, taking loot. I'm not going to take gold stacks or anything like that. It's going to take a lot of convincing to get me to do that. Quest location. Okay, so we've got 2 quest locations. We're also going to have a lot of... difficulty with our inventory spaces.
A devastating blow.
It does no more damage than it would have done otherwise as well. So pretty devastating, sure. But we're going to have a lot of difficulty with our inventory spaces because we've got these 2 surgeon satchels that we're going to have to take on the way back.
Low and driven into the mud.
So we'll pump the torch here. The reason to pump the torch here is looking for like a double, like a super scout that could possibly reveal, like, I guess in this hallway, a secret room. No, I don't think it could. Never mind. It does free up an inventory space, though. Okay, one of the fungal artillery is dead before it can act. Just not in time for me to use Harvest as I would like to. Instead, we'll slice off. Resisted the blight. That sucks. Alright, got blighted that time at least. Rain of Sorrows. Still not enough for the fungal artillery in the back. Arnell and Moth Mother taking nothing. Emin taking nothing. Taking nothing but names and kicking ass. In the opposite order. And with that stun on the Fungal Scratcher landing, it is pretty much over. Excellent.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
In fact, now we can also just take like a bunch of healing and self-healing and recovery actions. Right. I'll even pop out the light before we finish the fight.
Closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Finally, I actually remembered to do that once. I'm real pleased.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Alright. First Surgeon Satchel. Now we get a fight in this hallway, of course. Well, it's scouted anyway, so at least they don't surprise us.
Well struck.
Managed to hit the blight as well. Good. Leads not enough for the fungal artillery yet. And the fungal scratcher gets exactly 1 round in action. It's fine. Although I probably Yeah, because I'm going to harvest next round, or because I could have harvested next round, that attack on the fungal artillery was probably wrong. Not on the fungal artillery, sorry, on the fungal scratcher. Well, now I can stress heal instead, I guess. Find the silver lining where it exists. Alright. We've got this. Woo. There's no way that you could even possibly convince me to fight a Shambler in this mission. The primary reasoning for that being that this party does not have like really good healing. It has a lot of small healing, which means that the action economy of healing is really poor for us. And you just need all firing on all cylinders, all actions, all power the entire time to get through.
And insidious killer. And now, the darkness holds dominion. Black as death.
Okay. Second Surgeon Satchel is up ahead. Before that, we've got another bandage interactable. Sure. I'm actually going to be taking the move amulet home just because it's an amulet that I don't really have yet. I also don't have the stun amulet, which I would obviously take home if I saw. Vial of powerful medicine. I'll take home the Heaven's Hairpin as well. Actually kind of do run a lot of highlight missions. I can throw a stack of food. We're not going to get 4 hunger procs between now and the end of the dungeon. Nothing I can do to interact with this chest, so we just immediately open it.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Alright, let's actually do a quick sort of our inventory. And then those. Okay. Actually, we'll do it like that. There we go. So we know that the top line are the things that we don't really care about taking home, but we're just using over the course of the mission. I don't care about taking blood home. We have a ridiculous amount of it. It's empty. We could just find the Surgeon Satchel in the next hallway and then probably just jet. And unfortunately, we have to pump the torch before we go into this room because I really need the scouting. I'm glad we surprised them. That's another reason that pumping the torch is really good there, by the way. That was wrong. That definitely should have been stunned from the Plague Doctor there. Especially knowing my follow-up action was going to kill that character anyway. Doomsay across the party. Double dodged. Madman's already dead though. Fungal Scratcher connects for 4.
Precision and
nice crit.
Power.
Should be a Fungal Scratcher down, and it is. And now we can stun the other one that has no increased stun resist because it wasn't stunned last round. And because that target can't be hit by Moth Mother, we already have a lined up stress heal. Nice. It was still possible I hit that stun. Not necessarily very likely, but possible. With that crit, we actually do kill this round, though.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Hanel already has like a lot of negatives that I need to remove. Dione and Tuck It Out, those don't really matter to me. This could give me a negative. Meet us. Curio, then quest location. Yeah. I'm really glad we brought as many bandages as we did. Yeah. I'll drop that final one there.
The light, the promise of safety.
It's time to throw away the rest of those torches. In fact, at the end of this combat, we'll be turning those out. Oh, that's really good. That's a cultist acolyte already dead. We'll double stun the backline to prevent stress from coming out. Oh, resisting that debuff on the ectoplasm there is really unfortunate. Not the debuff, but the blight. Cytokinesis. Next. It's a summon. It's unfortunate for us.
The blood quickens.
I couldn't guarantee I would be able to hit the stun on the cultist acolyte there, but nice. Didn't even really go for us in the traditional way. Didn't manage to hit that bleed. That's really unfortunate. That's probably like a 145 bleed chance. How did you do that? Can it only do that if there's two other corpses of things on the ground? That would make sense. That is to say, corpses of ectoplasms. Acolyte goes for stressful incantation on Kulai. Hits for a total of 21 stress. Actually kind of annoying, but Ultra Switch is already dead now, so I can only be so mad. Let's handle a little bit of that stress so that we can take Kulai out on the next mission, should we want to. Large ectoplasm, gotta be dead. It is. Self heal on Emin.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Great. I should have turned the light out just before the end of that battle, though.
Stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Unfortunately, shovels can still be used for interactables, so I can't really throw those. Discard quest items. Really? Hang on. We'll quickly swap these trinkets around just so that Moth Mother has the ability to disarm much more easily. This just gives me 2 more things I get to loot before we leave. Pack has a map inside. I'm guessing we're not going to find a super secret there. And our first medicinal herbs interactable.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
We leave that dungeon.
These medicines will prevent the outbreak of epidemic at our struggling hamlet.
We leave that dungeon with our heads held high. And prismatic calm on Emin. What? Oh, that's so good. Negative 30% stress on a abomination of all characters. Infirm on Moth Mother is actually really bad. Moth Mother probably needs to get locked away for a couple of weeks to start removing and locking in things.
The preponderance of rare and exotic injuries makes this place perfect for the study of suffering.
Well, it's been perfect for the study of suffering for the past couple weeks, I'll tell you that much. Forgery, no. And anyone lower level is actually going to have a much harder time. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. That's been... The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. This has been the Darkest Rhapsody estate thereof. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my contents on this game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.